Hello, Rodney. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. How about you?
I'm good. Are you at John Parker's or where are you?
I'm at home.
Ah, okay. Hopefully there'll be more than just us, John. And I was expecting a lot of folks. People were talking about it, and I even started to go back to the groups just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm still trying to set things up. Do I have video showing?
I can see your picture.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know who's going to show up tonight.
Well, I was talking to Seth, and he acted like he was gonna. Now they have that River Rail call, but it's not for another hour. It starts at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. So I'm sorry, 6 o'clock Central. Nope, I was right the first time. 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. But yeah, I saw him asking if this was going to be on, and he had some questions about. I'm thinking same things as me because he's working a lot on RFID, and is there a way to integrate reporters? So if we wrote a script to cause the RFID to report, cars crossing, how could that maybe be used to show a train in a block or something like that? I know that's what he was thinking of, but I'll just wait to see who joins. I don't want to make this a one-man interrogation session. I'm still using cats. I'm still loving it. Still enjoy
Okay,
it.
good.
I haven't really upgraded to the latest because I still like the way my stacking works better.
Hmm.
Because mine doesn't have NX routes, which I do like.
Hmm.
Or maybe I'll just, I was hearing a lot of noise in the background.
Okay, because you're cutting in and out.
People tell me that happens. I've tried everything. I've tried different mics. I've tried a different USB cable. I just don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because when I hear you, you're coming in loud and clear, but then you cut out and then you come back in.
I'm sorry. I don't have any idea. I'll turn off my camera, see if that helps any.
Okay.
I'm using a simple system. I've got a Rode. I'll turn my camera back on so you can see it. I got a Rode microphone, and then I've got this Scarlett uh, box that's a USB. It just has a mic into it and a
Hmm.
USB-C high speed directly into my computer. So I can't imagine how it's cutting out. But had other people tell me that. So it's not your fault. It's mine. I just need
Hmm.
somebody smarter than me to figure it out.
Well, we're a little bit early, but go ahead, ask your questions. What is it you wanted to do?
Well, I was hoping that maybe you might either look at the code that Bob and I sent you or figure out a way to make the stacking not um, modal so didn't have to proceed in a certain order. I realize you can sit there and change the order, but that sort of takes away the automation of it because the idea would be you got trains. I'm gonna put my camera back on, but if I cut out, then just tell me. But you got trains coming here, and you got one stacked into the siding and one here, and then you've got this guy stacked to come out and that guy stacked to come out. Doesn't matter who gets there first, the other one should stack. But also, if I've got three different meets, I can't tell how.
Yeah, now you're cutting out. Okay, now you cut out.
All right, I don't know. Again, I don't have any way to fix it, but
Yeah, yeah.
um, so to the extent you can hear me, I'm just uh, I'm just suggesting that there's a way for you to keep looking and seeing if the routes would clear, which is the way we set it up as a little routine that would run in the background or something, and we keep trying to
Okay, I think you cut out again. So maybe it isn't related to the camera. The camera.
Apparently it's not, but hopefully you're getting the gist of what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. And the answer to your question is that yes, I have a couple ideas on the drawing board, such that it's not a strict everybody's waiting on the top guy, the earliest stacked one. I had one idea, and then I got thinking about it. I said, this would actually, I got another way of thinking about that'll actually be easier and probably safer from the point of view of you got all these things that have to be synchronized in threads at the Java level, and a way to get around that.
Oh,
So that's been
yeah, I
one
never
of the,
thought of that. I'm an advanced programmer.
yeah. And so that was one of the things I was concerned about, and also just taking up too much time, because I think some of the early stuff, I had some lockups, and I think a lot of them were because I was doing stuff on the swing thread in Java rather than a helper thread, and Java says don't do that because bad things will happen. So I had to move stuff. So yeah, the next thing I want to put in is actually this non-strictly sequential stacking.
I can tell when my mic's not working because a light comes on and tells me it stopped working. So I don't know. I may buy different hardware because it keeps happening. But anyway, right now looks like it's still working. So I'd love to upgrade, and I do like the NX routes and the call on and the great other features that you have. So I'm a total fan. What about the use of transponding in any way, or using reporters to put trains on in, just giving people a way to say this block is referenced by this reporter, and so if it reports, show that train being it.
Yeah, that's in the latest version, and it may be in the next to latest. I'm not sure.
Well, I may just have to give up on my stacking then and just use your latest version, because that would be such a good feature. I think I'd jump over just for that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to use, and you can tell when you define a block. Check for something in the right-hand side. I'm trying to remember what the label is. But it says something about reporter. And so what you do then is you put in the address of, for example, if you're using a local net transponding, you would put in the transponder address as it appears in JAMRI as a reporter. And I think the same thing works for RFID. So your RFID reader has an address, so it'd be, like IR, then some string. Okay, so that tells CATS here is the reporter to use, and then under your trains, there's a column called transponding. So then into the transponding column, you would put the thing that is reported. So in other words, for example, when your RFID goes through an RFID reader, JMRI will put into the reporter something like 1, 2, 3, 4 entered. That string would then go in for the train, and at that point, then whenever CAT sees that reporter has something in it, it'll then look for a train that's got that information on it and put the label there. And meanwhile, all the other stuff still works. So if you don't have a reporter in a block, then the CAT's detection still works, and all that will move the label. And you can use it. The way it's set up is so you could have your train in staging that's not on the panel at all. And then as soon as it hit that first reporter or RFID reader, then the label will move onto the screen. Yeah, I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm getting an error message, so I'm going to buy a new device. I don't know if I should change the mic or change the USB device, but I can. A light comes on. It says your microphone has stopped working, so it knows it's happening. But in any case, yes, I love that, and I would probably write a Python script of some kind. So if it read some weird RFID.
Yeah, like I really want to hear what you're saying.
Are you hearing it though, or not?
You're cutting in and out.
I show it's working.
You're cutting in and out.
Well, I don't want to frustrate you and me, so I'm gonna give up. I would almost rather chat on text, but I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna say it sounds great. I'll write a little Python script that would take the tag and put something meaningful like the train number and send that as the number. That's I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I think you hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But the way it works is that it's actually pretty simple in the sense that all you need to do into into your train field, there's a transponding column. You'll have to turn it on. In the older versions of CATS, it's a check mark, and in the latest, it's actually a string. Okay. So then what you do is you just run your train around the layout, and when it hits an RFID reader, then look into the reporter table, and the value of the reporter table will tell you the string that you put into the train column, in the transponding column for the train. And so that does the matching and the translation for you. You shouldn't need a Python script.
Okay. Great. Well, you've answered all my questions. If nobody, I'm just gonna sit here and wait to see if anybody joins, other than that. I'd love to see you. We're gonna have that layout design OPSIG, and John Parker is gonna be a speaker at it. It's in March. So I was wondering if you and he might come down. I know he's going, and you can see my layout and see how you could even dispatch my layout if you wanted to. It uses CATS.
I'd like to sometime. March, I had not heard about it. So this is a layout.
I don't know that we've sent the official invitations yet. I know John's a speaker at it. It's an association. It's in association with the LDSIG and with the OPSIG, and Tulsa does it every other year. And this is our year. Next year is our year, so we're going to do it. It's around March. I don't know the exact date, but when we send out invites, I'll make sure you get one. And like I say, I don't know who all's coming with John, but I know for sure he's coming because he's confirmed as a speaker. I'm not sure what he's speaking about, but he's going to be a speaker at it. So if you two could come run on my layout, I'd be very honored and thrilled.
Well, if you got John as a speaker, you got a good speaker. I'm sure his clinic.
Yeah, well, I love his railroad.
Yeah,
good. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm a member of both LDSIG and OPSIG, so sure, I should see it whenever the official stuff comes out.
Well, I hope you do. I hope you do. It looks like my mic's working, and I guess I'm gonna I may have to jump off. I'm gonna sit here and just see if anybody joins. But feel bad for you. I mean, you're kind enough to come here and give us support and help. And I was missing the river. Well, river rail hasn't started. I might jump on the river rail at 7. It's just weird. I expected there to be a big group here.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, I guess.
Okay.
Rodney.
Yeah. Good to see you, Steve. Okay. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hey, Rodney, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good, good. I just want to stop in for a second. I'm at a guy's house right now. We're running his trains downstairs, but I want to come up here. I says the first one is really when we couldn't do it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, which is fine, but I wanted to stop in. When I saw you sitting there, I go, "Holy mackerel, I'll talk to you for a minute."
Sure.
So how you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's unusual to see you on a Thursday night, not a Saturday.
With cats. So, I mean, we, we hooked it up and if you remember, we're the ones that are using, LCC,
Mhm.
and it seems like there's not any issues at all, although we don't use it regularly yet because we don't have enough of the railroad signaled yet. But all the
Mhm.
tests we've done well. We've done good.
Good, good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, yeah. So far so good. I'm sure we have maybe some more questions for you. I don't know. I was I was hoping more people would be on the call here for a few minutes because I don't want to leave quick, but I got to only spend a few minutes. That's a problem.
Well, that's okay. Leave whenever you have to, because that's what I'll do too.
Yeah, because I'd like to see more people on this call. I mean, of course it's the beginning of football season and all that. So but I don't know. They're playing tonight, aren't they? I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
first Thursday night game.
Yeah, okay. But I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Though, if the funny out of all the things that has nothing to do with cats, the biggest thing I'm having problems with is getting the resistors on the wheel sets. Can you believe? I am having a hell of a time getting it to work right. And I even saw this guy's thing on YouTube where he checked all these paints, and I ordered this silver based paint where it's like a thimble full of paint. And it seemed to work fair, but it's not consistent. We're having all kinds of issues with that. And I'm only doing like a several test cars. My buddy's got over 1,000 cars, and I'm not even. So I'm trying to get it down pat. I said, I can't believe I'm having problems with that.
No, I can't. Now you're HO, right?
Yes.
Because on the Kranich, it's in scale, and we have to do the same thing. The resistors go on the tiny little wheels, and I forget what he uses. I know he epoxies the resistors on, then he connects them with something. I don't remember what he connects it with. And his it's not 100% success rate, but it's like 95% or something.
Okay.
The biggest problem we have had is sometimes one end will get knocked loose, or sometimes you got to be careful because things will contract and it'll pull a wheel in, and then it'll go out of gauge. But
Okay. Well, I mean, it's like that. There was they had wire glue and there was this paint, like conductive paint on Amazon. And I saw this guy did a separate YouTube channel. What had nothing to do with model railroad. He was testing the paints. And he said that the resistance goes high on those paints. It's not like it's a resistance paint, not a conductive paint per se. And the one I did get, the silver based one, seemed to work. But like you said, once it works, everybody says to seal it with fingernail polish,
oh,
lock it in place. And just like I said, I had limited success. I'm trying to get this down, but one of the guys, Dave Abelese, he said he uses 3.7K resistors to be more resilient in that. And like I'm sure that they're not all drawn at the same time because some of them aren't making good contact, and it depends on that. It's high resistance, so that's the only issue I'm really having right now. I mean, everything else seems to be working okay, but we haven't had that much to test, to be honest with you. We're pretty pleased with it. Pretty pleased.
yeah. Eventually, you'll get the formula down. And my friend who does them in N-scale, he basically has a jig and he just sets them up and does like 100 a night or something like that. Just sits down and mindlessly puts resistors on.
Really? Okay. Well, hopefully I get that down. I says here we don't have any problems with anything else. All the other stuff people are having problems with. We did have some minor stuff, but everything's all rectified. We got all the electronics down, the LCC, the cats, and then now we get problems with this. I can't believe it.
Yep.
But okay, that's what we were looking at there. I wish we had time to talk here. You know what I'm saying? But I might as well, since you and I are the only ones, I might as well take you downstairs and show you some of the just for the hell of it. Since
Sure.
as long as I'm here,
Sure.
I mean, we don't have cats
Okay, looks like we lost our connection.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I lost you for a minute. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, you can see this signal
Wow.
bridge right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can see that part of it, I would assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rodney Black. This is let me go down and show you the hardware underneath.
Good, man.
Yeah,
Black.
there's Rob Ball.
Hey, Rodney, how you doing, buddy?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well.
Yeah, I think we're losing your connection every once in a while.
What's going? Well, I lost him. Oh, there he is. I don't know why I keep losing you.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let me go. I go back upstairs. I don't know why. Usually we were doing good. I must be losing you there. Am I losing you? Rodney?
Yeah, you're really kind of broken up every once in a while. There you are.
Oh, you there?
Yeah.
I got you now. Yeah. It must be that I'm hooked up to his Wi-Fi, and I don't know why I can't. It didn't work there down there. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's probably some dead spots or something. Okay, you're back.
Okay. Do you see me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I don't see you for some reason, but whatever. Okay, there you are. I got you now. Yeah, sorry about that. It just didn't work down there. I don't know, but we'll keep you up to date. I would love to be on a call with you for a while and get a few questions. And here you are here on there, and I got all these people downstairs. So
Well, yeah, I Thursday night first was this first Thursday of the month is pretty good for me, so I should be able to show up here frequently.
well, that's good because you know what the thing is that generally speaking, I'm on vacation this week. I work for the prototype, as you remember probably, and I generally speaking I work afternoons, and I'm on the Eastern time, so it might not be easy for me to get on there. I mean, I could try a poke to get on the engine. I know this is being recorded; they wouldn't like that, but whatever. It depends on the situation. It's pretty hard to hear on the engine.
Yeah, that's pretty risky too.
No, I know. So yeah, to document it, you're talking on a Zoom call. So I mean, I think it would actually technically be legal if we're stopped. So if I have, I'll look at the rules, and if we're stopped, and I'm able to do it for a short time. But like I say, on a locomotive, it's tough to hear at all. I get, with the
Mhm.
phone. You really got to have a loud phone in that. So and then there'd be all the noise would be coming over the Zoom call. So but I'm glad they were able to, that Jerry was able to keep this going here,
Yes.
because I'm part of OPSIC like you are. I see that, so
Mhm.
yeah, I'll try. And I see you. So that Eric Smith set this up, so
Mhm.
that which is really good. I'm glad to see it, so we can still
Yep.
keep going on this. I mean,
Yep.
I'm surprised a couple other people haven't jumped on, but but it'll probably get used to it. So seems
Yeah.
like it gets busier in the winter.
Yep. Well, Steve Davis was on a little while ago, and we had a nice little chat, so that works.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. But well, all right, I'm gonna jump off. I mean, I really love to stay talking to you, but I gotta run some trains down there or whatever.
Sure.
Okay. All right, Rodney. Thanks a
Mhm.
lot. Good
Sure.
seeing you.
Good
Okay.
seeing you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.